fun story. Thought I just filmed this, thought I hit record, went to go play it back and nothing. So take two. Good afternoon. Welcome to Queen of the Classroom. I'm your lovely host, EQ Education Queen, coming to you live from, you guessed it, a soccer game. Love being a soccer mom. You know, I really felt like that first take was solid, and now I don't know if I can live up to that, but I'm going to try. This week I want to talk about a story. This story is about how I demand respect. And if I see students disrespecting a colleague, especially one that I like, this queen cannot be quiet on those things. Let me explain. So we all know that there's a teacher shortage. We also know that there's a sub shortage. And so I would say a couple days a week, there are usually emails that sent out to say, hey, could you help cover so-and-so's class? And then you can just sign up for like half-hour increments. And up until recently, this was all volunteer. So now I think the county has recognized, and I'm very grateful for this, but they've recognized the value in having a teacher cover another teacher's class. So now they're willing to pay a little bit for that. So I have learned this year many things. One is to set boundaries. And so sometimes when I see those emails roll in and I know that I'm going to have a rough day, or I am having a rough day, then I know to say no. And I do not feel guilty about it. I do not feel bad because I say yes when I can. I say yes when I know my mental health can survive that. So, or can stretch that. So this time I said yes. I go up, it's an 8th grade class. I teach 7th. 8th grade class. I haven't had any of these before, but as I've always said, all kids are my kids. So I've seen a few of these in the hallway, so a few of these students. So I go up and there's an instructional assistant who I love. Oh my gosh, she is the sweetest, kindest person on the planet. And when she looks at you, it is like you are the only person that exists. She's one of those people where if she gives you your time and she stares at you, she is highly invested in just you. Lovely person. So she's getting started with class and students are talking over her. Not a huge class, but she says, oh, thank you so much for coming. And she's like, I'll run it. I was like, okay, cool. So still talking over her, still like, I can't, I'm sitting over on the side just stewing because I'm thinking there is no way that I can be quiet. Like, what's my breaking point on this one? How long am I going to be quiet? How long am I going to let this happen? My breaking point was when about 4 students walk in late and they are super loud and they are shuffling like all of their crap in, like backpack, lunchbox, everything. And then they start asking questions to my colleague while she's in the middle of explaining directions. That was my breaking point. That was it. I am firm, very firm, when I tell them, I'm so sorry, Miss So-and-so. We'll call her Susie. Susie, I'm gonna have to interrupt you. I said, first of all, you pointed to the student who is the loudest. Sit down. Sit down. I was just asking a question. I don't care what you were asking. You came in late. We already got started without you, babe. So take a seat. I don't care. Not about you. Sit down. In the meantime, there's these other two who keep touching each other's stuff and touching the computer, unplugging each other's computers, just messing with each other. I was like, you two, knock it off. Otherwise, get away from each other. Like, stop touching. You're not in kindergarten. Stop touching each other. And then there's another one. My computer's hot. I don't know what to tell you. That seems like a you problem. There's another one who's like, but you can do closed captioning with blah, blah, blah. I'm like, See, here's what's going to happen. When Susie's talking, we're not. Because I do not mess with disrespect. And you're disrespecting my friend. I didn't even say your teacher. I said my friend. You're disrespecting my friend. And I will not stand for that. So as we can, and I was like, go ahead, Miss Susie. I think we're good now. So she continues. And then later, after we're getting tasked and we're getting started on our assignment for the day, she comes over to me. She goes, I don't think they've ever been spoken to like that before. And I said, then they haven't met me. You see, I'm pretty flexible. I'm pretty lenient. I don't ask for much. but I do hold students to high standards. And when you do not meet those standards, I will let you know. And you best believe I love the crap out of every single student, whether you're on my roster or not, at a school appropriate level, of course. But if you step out of bounds, I'll get you. Doesn't mean that I love you any less, but I'm gonna get you. Because there's a certain way that you should behave, and there's a certain way that you shouldn't. And that was the day when I let all of them know. Here's the other fun thing that happened though. As I'm walking around, because now I'm just like heckling students. As I'm walking around, then this one particular student, he said, aren't you the teacher on TikTok? I think you are on my page. And I said, yes, I am. Now capitalize that first letter, because otherwise you don't have a complete sentence written on your worksheet. And I walk away. Now I love a good brown noser. So secretly inside I was like, oh, recognize me. I'm meeting the people. So then I keep circling around, and then I keep picking on some of them, especially the ones who came in and was like super disrespectful. I was like, you need a period at the end of that. I was like, I can't read that. Are you meaning it's like IT apostrophe S, or are you showing possession? They're like, are you an English teacher? Yes, I am. Add a period. And then I just keep floating around. Now there's this one table who did exactly what my colleague had asked of them. So I go to them. Here's how you win favor. I go to them. I start looking at some of their answers. They're flying through the worksheet, by the way. Probably because they're on task. Makes sense, right? And I look up one of the answers, and they all have the same answer. So then I go back and heckle the other one who's super loud, and let's call him Tim. I was like, Tim, why are you putting radiation for number 4? It's convection. Come on, Tim. And then I was like, thank you, ladies, so much. Just happens to be a group of ladies. I was like, thank you, ladies, so much. I knew I could come to the right place. And it continued like that. Now, my colleague, once we got settled in, she's like, oh, you can take off. You can take off. I said, no, I think I'll stay. And I did. So that everyone knows I have standards. You do not meet those standards. I'll let you know. But I also will be a mama bear, and I'm on your side. But I'm not on your side if you disrespect me. I'm not on your side if you disrespect a friend, a colleague. I had a lot of fun that day. A lot of fun. I came down, I was so jazzed because I knew that, yes, I came down hard, but we still learned. And I hope that they carry that with them, where maybe next time they'll think about it. They're like, oh yeah, I was in the wrong. Maybe they'll do a little self-reflection. I don't know, they're 8th graders, maybe not. But I know that I made a difference that day. So, don't mess with me. I guess that's the moral of the story. All right, I'm going to head back out. I'm going to go watch the second game. Cheer on my girl. And I hope you guys are having a lovely day. Make it a great day. Make smart choices. Be kind to one another and be kind to yourself. Bye. Mwah.